Censure and Pullman on W4CY Radio.
This is the Pipeman here on the Adventures Pipeman W4CY Radio, and I'm here with
Michael and
Hans from Woe Is Me.
Woe Is Me.
Yes,
I
sir.
love that name. That's so cool. But I love that it has a comma.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, whoa, is me.
Exactly. So it's kind of funny. We've gone back and forth with using it, and I guess it's not technically grammatically correct, but
Unless you're whoa. You're talking about whoa.
Exactly. So we've always gone back and forth, like, do we use it, we keep it? And we're just like, you know what, just keep it.
I think you should keep it because I think it does make people wonder, are you saying woe is me or are you saying whoa,
Exactly.
it's me?
At least it's a conversation piece.
Right? There
Exactly.
you go. I also have to say, too, that I'm not a huge Gage person, but yours are fucking badass.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I actually got them from a girl in Ukraine.
Really?
And she made me 3 different pairs, and they're called Kraken. It's called Kraken jewelry, I believe. I hope I'm saying that right. But, yeah, she does great work. Really
They're
cool
so
stuff.
cool.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
They're so different than most of them out there.
Yeah. They do really cool stuff. She'll grab stuff from, like, nature and, like, put it in the acrylic and everything and mold it into it. So, yeah,
Wow.
Awesome work.
That's cool. How long did it take you to get it to fit those?
To this size, maybe, like a year and a half or so? I'd say like a year and a half, but I've had them done for years since I was like 18, so I'm 37 now, so it's been a minute.
My ex-son-in-law, he had Gages, and he went into the Army.
Uh-oh.
So you know what he had to do, right?
Sew them?
He just, I don't know what he did, but he did some painful, stupid shit to get them to go back together.
Ooh.
Like,
That's not
it
fun.
was torture, I could tell you.
Yeah. I know that you can, when you get them sewn, they have to cut the lobe and then reattach it and sew it.
Oh, he did it all DIY.
Oh, even better.
He was like just damaging it enough so it would heal back together. It wasn't as big as yours or
Wow.
even yours. But, like, what you had to do, I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Somebody else could join the Army.
Exactly. I don't know if
I didn't even want to cut my hair to join the Army, so I didn't join the Army. But I
That's
could
fair.
imagine doing that, torturing yourself just to get tortured.
Yeah. That'd be rough.
So, how was it here at Louder Than Life so far?
Awesome. It's been really great. Just the way it's been ran, everything has been really, really cool. We're really grateful to be able to play it and everything. This is our first time playing it. We've done a couple other of the bigger festivals like Incarceration and stuff like that, and it's really cool because I've seen so many videos over the last couple of years, and I'm like, I want to play that. And then here we are, and we're able to do
It's
it.
even better this year because it used to be on the other side of this building.
Uh-huh.
And it was like the festival just here was serious. Like, I do all the festivals, and I was like, I dreaded every year coming here because I wouldn't be able to breathe for like a month afterwards. I cough up rocks and shit. Yeah. So I love that it's on this side with the asphalt and the fake grass.
The turf,
down there.
yeah. It looks great.
It's so good. No festival dust.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like they even put 2 new stages, one that you played on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like I did the festival that was here this week. I didn't even know your stage existed till like yesterday.
Yeah.
Because I was used to the layout last week where that wasn't there.
Oh, wow.
There were 5 stages last week. Now it's 7 stages.
Yeah.
There's even one in the amusement park.
There's like a barn. Somebody said like a barn stage or something.
Oh, there's that too. That one doesn't count as one of the 7 stages, I don't think. That's just an added fun.
Oh, okay. That works.
But the thing about, I just found out today, the one inside the amusement park, it only has like a 500 limit.
Oh, wow.
I think 500 people is like the people that show up before gates. It's more than 500 people.
Yeah, the whole staff and everything.
Like, does it blow your mind that you come to a festival like this on a Saturday after everybody's been doing whatever they've been doing on a Friday night, and they're here that early for a set?
Yeah,
like
it's wild.
Huge crowds.
It's wild. Yeah, like, because you're always worried, like, because we want to, We went on at 12:30, and we're always like, I hope that we have a crowd. And then you walk out and you see, you go, wow, all right, cool. Guess they got their breakfast early, so
I know.
it's awesome.
Well, it's funny, when I found that stage, what was it, yesterday, I think, I was like, holy shit, that's a lot of people I gotta walk through to get up front.
Yeah.
And I didn't expect it.
It's awesome. Yeah, like I said, you're always kind of worried. You're like, I hope people show up. I hope people get here early. And also, it's another thing with, like, the gates, when they open up the gates, and you hope that they get everybody in by the time you go on, and it looks like they did. Like, it's just smooth, you know?
You know why?
I was going to say, sorry, the one thing, too, is we didn't play against anybody, like, close to our stage, right?
That's great.
So it was kind of like a bottleneck. Once gates open, we were the only band playing. And so I think that helped a little bit.
Yeah.
Either way, man, like, it was crazy to look out there and see, like, we're the first band on our stage, and there was a lot of people, and we're so grateful for that. It was sick.
Nice. You know what? They were smart this year. They opened gates at 10.
Yeah.
So people have time to get in and not miss that first band. Because, like, a lot of times, usually it's like you're still standing on line when that first band is playing, trying to get in.
Right.
So that was brilliant of Danny Wimmer. I always ask all the artists, been doing his festivals for 16 years, how does Danny Wimmer treat you as an artist?
Oh, dude. Unlike any other festival we've ever been a part of, you can tell that not only does he care about the fan experience, but, like, Danny Wimmer cares about the artist as well. Very well taken care of.
Yeah, the guy's a legend. In any time, I've never had the chance to meet him. I would love to meet him, but one day. But, like, any time you bring up Danny Wimmer, it's always good things said about him. It's always good things.
And I've never heard an artist say anything bad. And I do festivals all over the U.S., U.K., and Europe, and that's not the case at other festivals.
Yeah.
And the best part about it is he makes your job so much easier, because nothing sucks more than to be stressed out from load in and sound check before you have to perform.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So you get the nice stress-free, get up there and give it your all.
Yeah.
So I have a funny question for you.
Okay.
How many times have people thought that was real on your finger?
Oh, the spider?
Yes.
I don't know if I've ever gotten it.
Be
I'd have
funny
to-
if somebody
yeah.
came up to you and like
Smacked my finger.
like wiped it off.
Hey man, you got a spider on you.
That would be pretty funny. 'Cause that's the first thing I thought of. I'm like, I could
Oh, yeah.
totally see somebody doing that.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure it's bound to happen.
how would you describe your music to people without using a genre? You as the artist, how you see your music.
Feel good, kind of like a roller coaster in a way. So we have this thing, our guitarist Kevin, he loves the way he writes. He loves this. The chord progressions that he does are like, we call them like pretty sad. They're pretty, but they're really pretty. So you're like, you feel that emotion, but it's also sad at the same time. I don't know how to explain it, but like we want our choruses them to feel the chorus and get something out of it, but we want it to still be uplifting. So it's a cool way that we try to blend that. I don't know. The way Kevin writes his guitar parts, it just sets you up vocally to do that, and we just call it like pretty happy or pretty
I
sad
love it.
or something like that. So.
I love it.
So to go, yeah. So we've got the pretty sad, straight back into, like, aggressive, in your face, and then right back to it. That's kind of our thing.
Yeah.
That's cool. I love it, because I think too much music nowadays is shortened, so you don't get that full sensory experience.
Exactly.
People have such a short attention span that some of my favorite songs nowadays would never become popular.
Yeah.
Think of a song like Battery, which is one of the best Metallica songs ever, but if you only listen to the first 10 seconds, you're going to click track to the next track.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Or like Accept, Fast as a Shark. People be like, what the fuck is this? And they don't even hear what it is a few seconds later.
Right.
Yeah. The whole tone, like, theme of, like, instant gratification. Everyone's attention spans are so short now. It's like, we need more, quick. Like, you put an album out now, and you're lucky if you tour on it for a year before people are like, where's the next music?
Right.
You know, what's next?
Right.
And it's like, damn.
I think they're missing also that full experience. Like, I remember being a kid and you had an album and you put your headphones on, you listen to the whole album from end to end and read the lyrics, look at the artwork. It was a full sensory experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Like that's, I loved getting the album, diving into the artwork, and the artwork literally goes hand in hand and
Tells the story.
Tells the story. It sets it up. Like, it's great. So I always loved doing that, and I always loved looking even at, like, this might sound lame, but like I loved looking at like who their endorsements were, like what gear they used, because it would always say like we were proudly endorsed by, like,
right.
And I was always looking at their gear, what they use, what they wear, all these things, and I would look at that and be like, oh, I need you to go check them out. And I'm gonna, who is this? What's this brand? What's this guitar that they use? So that's
cool.
Another thing that it was cool, always in like CD booklets that you would flip and turn and see who their endorsements were, but also reading the lyrics, like diving into what they were thinking.
Especially, like how many times do people sing the wrong lyrics that aren't the lyrics of the song? So
Often.
Right?
Quite often.
Right? So if you read them, my kids are always like, Dad, how do you know the lyrics to every song that comes on the radio? That's how. I sat there and listened over and over again, reading the lyrics, memorizing the lyrics like I was the one singing it.
Yeah.
And even with there's bands that I didn't like till I listened to their album like 5 times. Unpopular opinion, but one of my favorite albums of all time, Back in Black, I hated it the first time I listened to it.
Really?
But when in that generation, you bought your album, your CD, your cassette tape, whatever you bought. So you had to get your money's worth. So I'm like, fuck this. I'm going to keep listening to it. And then it grows on you. A lot of my favorite music grew on me. It wasn't instantaneous.
Yeah. I feel like there's so many bands like that, especially even nowadays, like bands that like, you'll see bands that so many people are like you have to check this out. And they're doing crazy numbers and I'm like, I just don't get it. And then give it 6 months and I'm like, get it now. Like, okay, it's clicking. And but it's also like the mindset you have going into it. If you're just like, oh, well, this band's popular. If you have that negative mindset, like this band's popular, they're just some pop thing. But like if you actually dive in and you go, okay, well maybe there's a reason why they're this big.
Right. And to your point, it's like you have this preconceived notion, which is why I never listen to anybody. If somebody comes up to me, oh yeah, that band, blah, 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 I want to decide for myself.
Right.
Why have that preconceived notion going ahead of time?
Exactly.
It may be your favorite band where somebody else is not. You never know. So how do people reach out to their new favorite band, Woe Is Me, and check out your website, your socials, buy your merch, check out tour dates, music, all that?
So we just dropped a new album called Daybreak.
Yeah.
It's available on all platforms, all streaming platforms. You can catch us at Instagram. I think we're on TikTok now.
At Woe Is?
At Woe Is Me.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. We got that updated.
Okay.
It was sick. Very good.
Yeah, we just put out the new album. We're really excited. We have a show we're actually playing Atlanta tomorrow with Blessed Fall and everything, so that'll be cool. And then we're hoping to be playing more shows play this album out for people. So
nice.
Yeah.
And how does this album, do you feel how this album is compared to anything you've done before?
This one, so when we jumped into this album, we were nervous. We had a 10-year hiatus. We came back and we go, okay, well, what do we want to do? Like, how do we want to sound? Obviously, like, we got to appeal to the fans in a little bit, but, like, we also want to make music that we love, we enjoy, where we're at. We're not the same people we were.
The fans won't like it either if you don't do that.
Exactly. So, like, we wanted to try to meet in the middle, so we tried to do that. And this one, we have a little bit more of we're from Georgia, so we grew up in grew up on country a little bit, so we incorporated that a little bit, but we also wanted to appeal to the old fans. So we tried to meet in the middle, but I think it was a little scary coming back.
It's tough after a 10-year hiatus because it's like you don't want to just do exactly what you were doing before.
Right.
But in the same token, you have to be fearful of doing something too drastically different. So it's a fine line to walk.
Right. And it's cool. We actually released 3 singles right when we came back to kind of like test the waters a little bit, get our feet wet again. And then we just ended up just diving into an album. We signed a new deal with SBG Records and they've been great. So we're excited. So
I love it.
I think just to touch on the album like a little bit more, I think it is kind of like the perfect walking that line between making sure we do cater to the people that have supported us for a long time, but also showed them like, hey, there's this whole other side to us that you guys don't even know about because we've been gone for so long. And it wasn't like we were trying to create a certain sound. It was what came naturally to us in the studio and like when we were writing and stuff. But I think the album balances pretty well what we know our fans expect from us.
Nice.
And kind of like what we wanted to do as well.
And how are the old school fans, how excited are they that you're back?
I think they're excited. They're really stoked. And it has, like, you know, there have been the people that are like, hey, I wish you sounded like you did 15 years ago. And I'm like, okay, I get it. That's fair. That's understandable. But we're in our mid-30s now, and we're completely different people. When our first album came out, two of ours were still in high school.
Right.
So it's like we're just not those people anymore, but we get it. But that's why we wanted to do songs on the album that are for you.
Yeah.
And we did that. And so it is cool to see. One thing that's cool is when you do drop a new album is to see which songs people latch onto. Because you always go in and you go, I think they're going to like this one the best. I think
right.
And then they come out and it's never the one that you think.
It's usually the one you like the least.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
So.
it's like with me too. Sometimes people are like, oh, that was the best interview ever. In my head, I'm like, I fucking sucked. We're our own worst critic anyway.
Exactly.
But it is always good to get that outside point of view.
Absolutely.
You still want to be true to yourself as the artist, but that outside point of view gets you to stop and think.
Yeah.
And you just never know what that could do for you.
Because you want to somewhat take it with a grain of salt, but you still want to listen. Sometimes people make great points.
Yeah.
You can't just brush that off. You know?
Totally. So, last question is, well, it's not a question, it's a request.
Okay.
So I was here at Bourbon and Beyond last week, and since you mentioned Georgia, and you mentioned country, and I think of bluegrass as Georgia, I would like to see you guys make a song and make it metal with banjo and fiddle in it.
Well, we got a little bit of that on the album. So I actually saw a guy who was playing banjo the other day, and he was playing it over some metal tracks. And I need to reach out to him. I should have reached out to him because it would be cool to have him actually come to the studio and like play and incorporate that with us. So that'd be cool.
Nobody thinks of that, but I think of banjo as pretty metal because people that play the banjo, it's so
instrument.
fast. Like, so you could play a killer metal song with a banjo.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I agree. We should get a banjo player.
There it is. You heard it. You heard it right here on the Adventures of Pipe Man. And
It's official.
And thanks for being here on the Adventures of Pipe Man. You guys rock.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipe Man on W4CY Radio.